Morning children. So we have completed one chapter in the previous class and now we will go on to the next lesson here, and it's named as a healthy food. Okay, so this chapter is named as a healthy food. This is again actually a story that is happening between three friends. Okay, so there is a boy called Rakesh. There is a girl called Priya and another boy called Teja. Right? So this is happening in between three friends, Rakesh, Priya and Teja. And this is happening in the school. Okay? This is happening in the school. The time is during the lunch break. Okay, the time is during the lunch break. So, what do we do during the lunch break time? Obviously, we will take our lunch boxes or napkins and we will go to either to the veranda or to the parks where we have got some trees and all. We will sit there, spread the napkins, keep the lunch box open, and we talk with our friends and eat the food. Isn't it? Sometimes some teachers or ayahs are there, yeah, they also will be there to make it sure that there is nothing happening. Sometimes we may, while opening the box, it may slip down, or sometimes we may not be able to open the box. Or sometimes some stray cats or birds may come and try to take our food away. So for such kind of activities, some teachers or ayahs or attenders or somebody will be there. So when Rakesh and Priya, Rakesh and Priya actually opened their lunch box on the school veranda. And the teacher was there. The science teacher was there, to be precise. Right? So they opened the box and they started to eat. As they were eating, they were talking also. Okay? As they were eating, they were talking also. So what do we talk during the lunch break time? Yeah, mostly we talk about what we have brought for lunch, what is there in the lunch box, who has prepared it, and do you like it or not, which food do you like the most. So usually we talk about these kinds of things. Okay, so as Rakesh and Priya opened the box, Rakesh said about the things that he has in his lunch box. So what did Rakesh had in his lunch box? Rakesh had poha. What is poha? Poha is flattened rice. Flattened rice. So rice will be something like grain type, no? So that will be flattened. Right? So flattened rice is called poha. We can make a lot of dish out of it. Sweets we can make with that. Some upma kind of things also we can make. Pulihora we can make with that. Okay. So the rice when it gets flattened, it is called poha. Okay. So he had a poha, then carrots. Carrot, radish. Yeah. We eat it as it is. Yeah. Then he had some boiled bean. Beans, green colored beans are there, no? Yeah. We cannot eat it without cooking. So he had some boiled beans and cherries. Fruits. Okay. So what were the items that Rakesh had for his lunch? So this is the menu of Rakesh. So what were there? There was poha, means flattened rice, carrots means vegetables, raw vegetable, boiled beans means cooked vegetables, and cherries. Okay, and then he asked Priya, Priya, what have you got in your lunch box? Okay, I have these things in my lunch box. What have you got? Priya said, so what about Priya? Priya said, I have a big and tasty paratha. Paratha. Paratha means chapati. We call it chapati here, isn't it? Sometimes these things you can get stuffed also, like gobi, cauliflower will be boiled, or potato will be boiled, smashed and mixed with that. Then we get aloo paratha, gobi paratha. Okay, so she had tasty parathas and green salad. Salad, we know, raw vegetables like onions, cucumber, carrot, then cabbage leaves will be there, lettuce leaves will be there, spinach leaves will be there, onions will be there, sprinkled with a bit of salt, some pepper. That is called the salad. Okay, so now Priya has got a green salad. Green salad means instead of adding much of tomatoes or carrots or cucumber, she has green leaves. Like spinach may be there, lettuce is mostly used. Okay, so when we use these kinds of raw leaves or raw vegetables sprinkled with some bit of salt and squeezed with a lemon, then added a bit of pepper, right? So that is what she has got, Priya. What a big and tasty parathas with a green salad. Okay, and Priya offered Rakesh, please have some. That we do at our school, na? Do you share the food with others? It's good to share. Okay, so what did they do? Rakesh brought poha, carrots, boiled beans and cherries, and Priya got parathas and green salads, right? And they shared the food. Means what? Yeah. Rakesh took a piece of paratha with some green salad, and Priya took some poha or carrot or boiled bean along with the paratha. Okay. Now these two friends, Rakesh and Priya, they have brought some food and they are taking it in the veranda during the lunch break time, and they are sharing it also. So when they are eating, when they are taking their food like that, they came their friend. Who was that? Teja. Okay, Teja came and Teja said what has he brought for his lunch. So what were there in that? Potato chips, and there was a small pizza. Potato chips and a small pizza in his lunch box for his lunch. Okay, so Teja came and said, see, I have got some potato chips and a small pizza in my lunch box. Please share it. Please have a piece. Okay, but Priya and Rakesh, no. Rakesh and Priya, they said, no. No way. We had already taken our lunch. We have brought our lunch and we had finished it also. Okay, so that is done, over. Now we need not eat any more food. Okay, see, I said when Rakesh and Priya, they exchanged the food, they accepted it and they ate it. But when Teja came with potato chips and pizza, Rakesh and Priya were not ready to share it even. Okay, and Rakesh said, Teja, we should eat healthy food. We should eat a healthy food. We should not eat these kinds of what do we call these food? Pizzas, burgers, chips, cold drinks and all. We call them junk food. No? We call them junk food. That is not good for our health. We should not eat such kind of food. We should eat healthy food. So what are healthy food? Healthy foods are vegetables and fruits. So vegetables and fruits are good for our health and we should try to eat it as much as possible, not these kinds of food. Right? Teja, he said, yeah, even at my home, my mother always scolds me. She always wants me to eat fruits and vegetables. She asked me, take a carrot and eat it. Take a slice of cucumber. Or eat some fruits. But I don't like it. I do not like eating these fruits and vegetables, but I like eating fried chips, potato chips, and yeah, things like pizza, burger, or things like that. Okay, sandwiches. Sandwiches okay, but now I understand. See, you are sharing the food. You brought poha, carrots, boiled beans and cherries, and Priya, you brought parathas and green salads, and you shared the food and you ate it. But when I brought potato chips and pizzas, you said no. Why? You are eating good food, you are eating healthy food, and now I understand. What do I understand now? What food, the food that I am eating is not good. It's not that good that my friends are not even willing to share them. My mommy was right, my mother was right. So I too will now change myself into good food. Okay, instead of eating these kinds of chocolates or fried foods and chips, burgers, pizzas and cool drinks, carbonated drinks we call it. Okay, aid. I will avoid all these kinds of food, something that our teacher even said, Priya said. Our teacher also said the same thing in the class. We should avoid junk food and we should eat healthy food. So what are the healthy food? Healthy food are fruits and vegetables which has got a lot of minerals, vitamins, fiber, okay, and they are good for our health and that's why they are called healthy food. Now, Teja has understood eating these kinds of food is not good. Because his own friends were not willing to share the food with him. Right? So he was not happy with that. So he has understood that. Again, Priya said, even in the class, our teacher has also said the same thing. What? We should eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, and in that also raw vegetables are there, like carrots or cucumber or beetroot or leafy vegetables. Okay, they need not be cooked, right? And fruits. So Teja understood his mistake and he decided, now I also will start to eat healthy food. Then there won't be any problem. Even he also will bring some fruits and vegetables, and all the three of them, Rakesh, Priya and Teja, can share their food. Now, in the beginning I told you, the teacher was there. Okay, and the teacher listened all these things. The conversation that was happening in between the friends. Okay, and the teacher was very happy. Why was the teacher happy? The teacher was happy because she understood my students follow the lessons. Right? So these lessons that we learn are not just to complete the question answers and getting some marks. We need to follow them in our life. Okay? So think about yourself. Are you like Rakesh and Priya or like Teja? If you are like Teja, now we should start changing ourselves into Rakesh or Priya. Instead of eating this junk food, fried food and all, we should start to eat something healthy. Okay? Because we always say health is a wealth. Health is a wealth. If we want to be healthy, then we should eat healthy food. Okay, so that was what happened on the school veranda during the lunch break time in between the three friends Rakesh, Priya and Teja. Right? So that is the lesson part, and after this now we will go on to the exercise part. Okay? So children, we have completed the lesson regarding the healthy food where we have seen Rakesh, Priya and Teja about discussing about the food they eat and the importance of eating healthy food also, right? So now we have come over to the activity part, and it starts with tick the correct answer. So there are 3 sentences given there, and 4 options are there along with them. Right? So what we need to do is read the sentences and identify the correct option that suits it. Okay? So the first sentence is Rakesh and Priya are. So who are Rakesh and Priya? So 4 options are given there. Option A says Rakesh and Priya are brother and sister. Option B says Rakesh and Priya are classmates. Option C says Rakesh and Priya are cousins. And option D says Rakesh and Priya are neighbors. Okay. So which one is the right answer? Are they brother and sister? No, they are classmates. That is the right answer, no? See, we have seen that it was a lunch time at the school, and Rakesh and Priya came out and sat on the veranda. The teacher was there. So they are not brother and sister, they are not cousins, they are not neighbors, but what are they? They are classmates. So I will put the tick mark regarding that in the box. Right? So Rakesh and Priya are classmates. Right? Teja says his mother wants him to eat what? Teja says, when Rakesh and Priya were eating food, Teja came there, and Teja also has brought some food with them, and as he was eating, there happened a discussion, because Teja brought potato chips and small pizza, right? And Rakesh and Priya said he should eat fruits and vegetables, and then he said, my mother also wants me to eat fruits and vegetables, isn't it? So the options given here are pizzas, potato chips, burgers, fruits and vegetables. So pizzas and potato chips are actually, pizzas, potato chips and burgers basically are junk food, and it's not good to eat that much, isn't it? So what should we eat? Fruits and vegetables. So Teja says his mother also wants him to eat fruits and vegetables. So I will pick the tick mark from here and drop it over here. Right? So Teja says his mother wants him to eat fruits and vegetables. Right? Third sentence. The teacher told the children to eat the food that is. The teacher smiled, after listening to the conversation of these 3 students. The teacher smiled because Yeah, she came to know that the students to remember what she had taught them, isn't it? They remember what she had taught them. So, what did she teach? She taught the students to eat food that is, what are the options given there? Only good to taste. We need not think whether what kind of food they are. If they are tasty, they should eat it. Was that the teacher taught them? No. Good to look at, which is colorful or which is very attractive. Whether they are good or bad, it doesn't matter. Was that what the teacher taught them? No. Good for health, something that will improve the health and good to grow. The fourth one, easy to carry in a lunch box. So based on the size and the shape of the lunch box, the students can decide what they have to eat. So what did the teacher teach them actually? The teacher actually taught them to eat, yes, good food that is good for health. So I will drop the arrow mark here, the tick mark here. Okay. So we have completed all the 3 sentences. So the first one is Rakesh and Priya are classmates because they study in the same class. Even Teja also is their classmate. Second sentence, Teja says his mother wants him to eat fruits and vegetables because the pizzas, potato chips, burgers, soft drinks, all these things are junk food, right? Now, the teacher told the children to eat food that is good for health. It's not based on the taste. It's not whether they are good to look at or not. It's not whether they are easy to carry in a lunch box. What they need to eat is food that is good for health. Okay. So now keep this for a minute. You can go through the sentences once again. Right, children? So now we'll go on to the next question. Yes. Answer the following questions. So here we have got some questions to answer, and all these are taken from the lesson itself. So we need to read the questions and relate it to that particular part with the lesson, and based on the information that we had from the lesson, we need to answer them, right? So the first question is, name one thing that Rakesh has in his lunchbox. So in the lesson, there are a lot of things in his lunchbox. No, there was a poha, there was a carrot. What else was there? Cooked bean was there, and the cherries also were there. Okay, so now let us check what the answer is. Rakesh has a poha in his lunchbox. So we can write either poha or carrots or cooked boiled beans or cherry, right? So we can write Rakesh has a poha in his lunchbox. Rakesh has cooked beans in his lunchbox. Rakesh has a carrot in his lunchbox, or Rakesh has cherries in his lunchbox. Right? Second sentence. Who likes to eat potato chips and pizzas? So there were three friends in this lesson. Rakesh was there, Priya was there, and Teja was there. So in among these three, who likes to eat potato chips and pizzas? So let's check the answer. Teja likes to eat potato chips and pizzas. Okay. So out of the three friends, who likes to eat potato chips and pizzas? Teja. Right? Teja likes to eat potato chips and pizzas. Right? Third question. Name two types of healthy food. So what kind of food did the teacher or the Teja's mother ask them to eat? The answer, fruits and vegetables are two types of healthy food. Fruits and vegetables are two types of healthy food. Right? Now, the fourth question. What did the teacher say to the children? So what did the teacher say when she taught the lesson? What did she tell to the children? The teacher said to the children to eat food that is good for health. So what did the teacher tell them? The teacher said to the children to eat food that is good for health. Right? So we will read the question answers once again. Name one thing that Rakesh has in his lunchbox. Name one thing that Rakesh has in his lunchbox. Rakesh has a poha in his lunchbox, or we can say Rakesh has a carrot in his lunchbox, or we can say Rakesh has a cooked, boiled beans in his lunchbox, or even we can say Rakesh has a cherries in his lunchbox. Any item that he had in his lunchbox can be put there. Okay? Now, second question. Who likes to eat potato chips and pizzas? Out of the three friends, who likes to eat chips and pizzas? So, Teja likes to eat potato chips and pizzas. So, who likes to eat potato chips and pizzas? Teja likes to eat potato chips and pizzas. Third one. Name two types of healthy food. Name two types of healthy food. So what are the two types of healthy food? Fruits and vegetables are two types of healthy food. What are they? Fruits and vegetables are two types of healthy food. Fourth question. What did the teacher say to the children? What did the teacher say to the children? The teacher said to the children to eat food that is good for health. The teacher said to the children to eat food that is good for health. Okay. So now I will keep the screen the same for a while, for a minute. You can read the questions and the answers once again. So that is as far as the lesson part is concerned. In the next class, we will deal with the the grammar part of this lesson. Okay. So you can read the lesson in the PDF which is attached along with the same PDF in which you got the link for this video lesson. The complete lesson is there. The question answer part also is there. So you can get the printout of that and or you can read it. Okay. So till we meet in the next class, take care.